Take our black asses out of here. Won't you take our black asses out of here? Won't you come save us, catch up, and kill all these crackers? Lord, take our black asses out of here. Sing this motherfucker now. Take our black asses out of here. Massacre, you a bitch, nigga. Won't you take our black asses out of here? Burn your shit down. Won't you come save us, catch up, and kill all these crackers? Take our black asses, niggas, out of here. Quit hating and get freedom, my nigga. Take our black asses out of here. Won't you take our black asses out of here? Won't you come save us, catch up, and kill all these crackers? Lord, take our black asses out of here. Sing this motherfucker now. Take our black asses out of here. Massacre, you a bitch, nigga. Won't you take our black asses out of here? Burn your shit down. Won't you come save us, catch up, and kill all these crackers? Take our black niggas out of here. Quit hating and get freedom, my nigga.
Now out in Vegas where the nights are bright, Dimitri and Doreen light up the site. He's a real estate poppy, closing deals all day. She's everybody's favorite, spreading love in every way. But come Tuesday night, it's a whole new scene. They link up live with Gender Houston Queen. She's the vice queen of H-Town, proud as can be. And behind the scenes, Tia keeps it running smoothly. Free the hard way on a Tuesday night, Tia's in the booth making. Free the hard way on a Tuesday night, Tia's in the booth making sure it live is the show we hear.
Our forefathers weren't the Pilgrims. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. The rock was landed on us. We were brought here against our will. We were not brought here to be made citizens. We were not brought here to enjoy the constitutional gifts that they speak so beautifully about today. And because we weren't brought here to be made citizens today, now that we've become awakened to some degree and we begin to ask for those things which they say are supposedly for Americans, they look upon us with hostility and unfriendliness. So our unwanted presence, the fact that we are unwanted, is becoming magnified in all of America's preachments today.
We're the original people. History says it without a doubt. We thought things would get better once slavery let out. But once we were free, we still had no rights. Miss Sophia said it perfectly. All our lives we had to fight. No one believed us. They said we weren't telling the truth. But now darkness, the tables have turned and the chickens have come home to roost. Now everybody wants to fight. Ha! Everybody's on a mission. Ha! Welcome to 3 the Hard Way. Ha! Black History Month edition.
Fight, shake hands and come out fighting.
Don't take this ass whipping personally.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to 3 the Hard Way, y'all, the Black History Month edition. I am one of your hosts, Dimitri, aka Real Estate Poppy. There's my lovely best friend, honorary Queen of Crenshaw. With the loud Glenn. No.
Yeah.
Doreen, you're the vice queen of H-Town.
Vice queen of H-Town. Hey, everybody.
We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I like how Kendall said the statue of Ginberty.
How was your day?
My day was good. Relaxing, and we had a good time working on the show. Like just getting the finishing touches. So that was fun.
Yeah. And we it's funny, at the end of Black History Month, we're starting to get more organized with the stuff we were supposed to be doing. But we get back to business as usual next week. So
Yeah.
happy that the team will be back together if Doreen can behave. So, you know, Amanda and Edmund are out here, right?
Yeah.
I came in, was it Friday night? And Doreen was just holding court, just talking, being like she is on here,
Uh-huh.
just saying all kind of just wild stuff. And yeah, we may need to have a talk with her
Uh-oh.
before we resume
Before we let her
regular.
come back.
Yeah,
So what has she been doing? Like, while we're doing the show.
she's watching,
Oh, okay. She's probably
but
like, yeah, I
yeah,
ain't
she
coming
just
back.
got in now, so she's probably winding down. She won't be able to be as disruptive as she normally is, but yeah, we need to have a talk with her.
Okay. Oh, I have on my Give Me Some Space sweatshirt. I know
So
y'all can't see it. I'm kind of being whited out with all of my lights.
when I forgot to change my background, I need to get some more creator merch too. I just went with my
Nah, Rosa
Rosa
Parks.
Parks.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot. There's so much stuff we're leaving on the table for Black History Month. We left out some of the YNs. There should have gotten honorable mention. A bunch of Black History facts. So I don't know. It's a lot to fit in 4
It
weeks.
is. It is. We have a long and varied culture.
We do, and that's what this show is today. So we've talked about the whites, we've talked about the blacks, we've talked about us like destroying ourselves. But today we're going to talk about the culture, and it's going to be a fun and informative show.
Yeah. So I guess are we gonna do like what's today?
We are,
I
and the
don't want
thing
to
is,
say too much culture stuff without, you know.
yeah, well, and that's part of this. So when I was looking up what day it was, it's National Tortilla Day, and I didn't feel right making our National Tortilla Day on our last Black History Month show.
Yeah.
So there weren't a lot of facts that I wanted to touch because Kendall did them this morning, the ones that we would have done.
Okay.
So I picked one for tomorrow. And no, Tia, no one is vacuuming. That's Gentry has somebody doing windows at 8 night. But
Okay, guys.
I was
I
trying to ignore it.
know you
We'll do
said
it
you
live.
couldn't hear it earlier.
I couldn't
No,
hear
we'll
it
do it
earlier.
live. Fuck it.
You
I
said you couldn't
couldn't.
hear it. I am having my house power washed to get ready for the bonfire this weekend. And so, yes, this is the time that they could do it.
And I couldn't hear it earlier, and I was trying to ignore it once I could hear it. Then maybe they'll just feel bad for us because they know the technical difficulties I have sometimes, and they're gonna call you. What's all that noise? Your roach is vacuuming. Kendall said somebody was sawing.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That power washer,
It's like
and they're right
daydreamer,
here on the side of the house, of course, like right before the show.
like daydreamer out there cutting down your tree, trying to make that fire as big as possible again. But back to guess what day it is. I snatched something from tomorrow, and it is when Muhammad Ali knocked out Sonny Liston. And this is like one of the most iconic photos ever. I actually have it somewhere in the garage since we don't have enough room yet or anymore to hang all of our stuff. But I want to show this quick clip too. So a lot of people talk about that little they call it a phantom punch. And I refuse to subscribe to that. I think if you tap somebody in the right place on the chin, then that could be the result. So don't try to take away Ali's shine by knocking out Sonny Liston.
Ooh. Yeah, and he was probably tired anyway.
Yeah, because this was like the 7th round, I think.
Yeah.
You better go
Even if it
ham.
didn't take me out, I just pretend like it took me out because I'm like, it's time to eat.
I would have stopped and like as soon as the bell, I wouldn't be a good boxer unless I was fighting somebody way smaller than me, and still probably not because they fight. That's what they do,
That's
and
what
I
they
don't want to
do.
be messing with somebody who does that for a living. So let me look over here. Michelle said, "Just saying, please don't stop with Black History stuff just because the month is over." And
Oh, how cool is that, Michelle?
that's very cool. I just don't want
Yeah.
Doreen up here when we're talking about serious Black people stuff, and then she starts wilding out, and then I got to deal with that.
I think
So
most of our things we'll do like throughout the year, like we do now, is like contemporary, like Black people stuff,
maybe we should make a segment.
not necessarily the history.
Yeah, we'll call it "What Has Black Done for You." I like that. I need to think about it a
I
little
love
more.
that. Yeah. We should probably think about trademarks that we don't steal.
Claire said, "You can't ignore about talking louder."
No, Kaleo, they stopped it. They stopped it. Or at least they're going to another side. So if you hear it now, guys, it should be faint.
Well, I tried to protect you and not embarrass you. So, like when you were eating that oatmeal that one time,
Yeah, I appreciate that, Michi.
Jen got Fat Tony's power washer out there. Tony out there, dag nabbit, dirty ass windows.
Kendall talking about, hey, Jen, Orkin is at the door.
The roach is like, ain't nobody home. Y'all gone. Get. And Jen is in front of a live studio audience. That it did get really loud though, but
I know it would be just my luck. It would
let's
be
see,
just
yes,
my luck that this would happen right now.
maybe it's Reps Militant moment. So that's another thing that we were talking to Doreen about because she is a state employee now. She works for the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Nice.
She can't be on here talking the way that she's been talking. I'm trying to tell her that, but I don't know if it's getting through to her. I don't want this affordable health insurance to go away because she wants to scream out penis all the time
Right, exactly.
for no reason, just to say it.
Because you know that's gonna get misconstrued at her job to what kind of video she's making.
Yeah. Then have to go back to this expensive ass health insurance.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to get her to start going to my therapy sessions with me or something, because you know how she is. But anyway, let's get into this show. So we're not gonna be all fancy today. We just want to hang out with our people and talk about how dope we are as a culture, as African Americans. It's a term I don't like to use a lot, but for the sake of today, we will use it, or I will use it.
I know you and I were going over what the term is. Okay, so can you tell me the other, so African Americans, can you tell me the other two terms for Black people, for African Americans in this country?
Black,
Nope. That's Black people
Afro-American,
in this country. No, no, no.
Afro-Americans,
No, like the other things we call ourselves.
the N word.
Okay, so Black people are also African
I
Americans
do.
in this
I
country.
remember.
Okay.
Okay. American descendants of slaves
ADOS. Mm-hmm.
and the N word. No, foundational
Right.
Black Americans.
Lately, we've been calling ourselves foundational Black Americans, and y'all will find out soon why. So, if you see a Black person in this country, it's okay to call a person Black, but a Black person living in the United States, if they're from Haiti, they are not African Americans. I'm an African American. I'm a foundational Black American or an American descendant of slavery. My friend from the Bahamas is not. She's Bahamian. She's a Bahamian American. I am an African American. So that's the distinction.
And I've forgotten those.
African American gives us a designation of our ethnic group. So African American, foundational Black American, American descendant of slavery, those are all the same things, which is Black, but not only Black.
Yeah, so I guess to simplify it, it's like Black is Honda. Then African American is the Accord. Jamaicans are the Civic. No, wait a minute. African Americans are Acuras. So we're whatever the top Acura model is, and then everybody else falls in where they fall in.
So wouldn't wouldn't Black be Toyota and African American is Lexus?
It'd be Lexus. Yeah, that's the same with the Honda and Acura. So
okay.
So yeah, we're the model of Lexus that Black Panther was driving in the first movie.
That one.
And then everybody else falls into Corollas and whatever they are. That's like when Doreen and I went on our first cruise and we were in St. Martin and these white people were taking pictures of these Black kids. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, y'all need to calm down. Just because they speak French don't mean they won't mess you up. You're going to be like, le pow, and then you're going to be crying trying to get back to the boat.
Wait, now who was taking pictures of the Black kids? Say that again.
Just random white people from the cruise. And maybe it wasn't just taking pictures of them, but you know how I think. I'm like, why are you taking pictures of the YNs? They weren't YNs back then,
but you know, I like our white people because they do that. Because I remember when I went to Yellowstone, like they would get out of their cars and kind of try to take pictures with the bison. I'm like, that thing will kill you. So yeah.
Yeah, they think the privilege
that's about right.
Spreads thick, but really it's thin because a bison doesn't care.
I just think white people are brave. Like
there's so much stuff we wouldn't have with that. We wouldn't have bungee jumping.
Mm-hmm. White people so brave.
Skydiving.
Yep.
Mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise.
Colonization. Can you imagine going somewhere and telling people this is mine now?
Yeah. I don't know. We live here, so no, it's mine.
Right. That's brave. All right.
Destiny.
Facts about African Americans. We are the largest racial minority in the United States. We are the richest Black culture in the world. We're the richest Black ethnic group in the world. And we are the most influential ethnic group out of Black culture to the world. And what did we talk about, Michi?
Well, what? What did we talk about?
Meaning that, remember you were saying this after I said that we're also the
culture. Yeah, it's not just Black culture. We're the trendsetters for the world, period.
Yeah, the trendsetters and tastemakers for, period.
Like when we were watching the video of the people in Korea getting afros and braids and stuff.
Yeah.
We should play that video, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we'll do it under hair. How about like, I don't know. It was, I'm sorry. I'm thrown off by Gigi's comment. She said, ew, mayo is only good on BLTs. I like mayonnaise.
I do too. I don't know what this thing is about Black people hating. I know Kendall and Snarky don't like it.
Oh, I love mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need help. Oh, I wasn't talking about the hair video. The video about just to set the stage for tonight with what we're going to be talking about.
Oh yeah, we need to go into those videos. Okay.
All right. And now we are here. Look, I picked it immediately.
Yay.
This is what happens when you don't drink before you go in the air.
I disagree with this idea that there is no Black American culture because of slavery.
You can see it and feel it everywhere.
There's two things that can be true at the same time, right? We were disconnected from our culture. We were disconnected through slavery. We don't know our origins. We don't know our particular country. But it's been hundreds of years. We have connections to Africa, legitimate connections to Africa. At the same time, Black Americans here who were enslaved, including my ancestors, created a culture here. When you go to the Black church, that's Black culture. Hip hop is Black culture.
Music, blues. Period.
Yes.
Pop music is descended from the blues, which is Black culture.
Right. What is more tragicomic and blues centered than being black in America. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? And so when we say black Americans don't have culture, that's stupid. And it disrespects the tradition that black people built. The foods we eat, collard greens,
Oxtail.
Chitlins.
I've had this
Everything.
conversation with things as simple as explaining to the Dominican barber why a black baldy may be different to cut than a Dominican baldy.
Yes.
Like, these conversations come up in small doses where you realize you're talking to people that just
Don't get it.
And we had a brief conversation about that too. About the people who are black who don't want to be black. Like when Dominicans are like, oh no, I ain't no black, I Dominican. It's I don't know. Do you think it's because of us that they don't want to be considered black?
Oh yeah. I think it's what they think about us, what they see through the media outside of our country. Because imagine if you're being fed. I mean, we have a whole section where we'll talk about this, but imagine if you're being fed Cardi B and Lil Wayne to the world.
Yeah, but isn't Cardi B Dominican?
Well, they're still black people. They're black Hispanics.
Yeah, but you have the other black Hispanics saying we're not black because of, I guess, the influence that we've had on Cardi B. Or we should play this other video too. We're supposed to go like right after it before we start being angry. And we're not being angry today. We're just celebrating the culture. So, all right, let's do this.
Sure. What does that mean to you?
Culture to me is, I just think of black people. That's the first thing that I think of, because I think we influence everything. The American black person, you know, this new race that was created when we got
New
here.
race.
I mean, literally, you know, that's how I look at it. I look at it like, you know, we were dropped off somewhere and we made the most of it, from the food to the music. You know, there wasn't R&B music in Africa. R&B music was made in America. You know what I mean? So, you know, yes, we brought the drum. But the black person, a black American person, to me, that's culture.
Culture.
I don't disagree with him at all. I think he's 100% correct. Like, we were dropped off somewhere and we made the best out of our situation.
It's funny because you know how that term that like this country can't separate itself from black culture. Because since we've been here from the beginning, from the founding of this country, like we're just a part of it. And had we not been here, this country would be Canada. Nothing wrong with Canada, but I'm just saying.
I like Canada, but you're right. It's I don't know why we being African Americans are the scapegoats for everything negative about black people. Not just here, but across the world. Maybe because we don't back down as quickly as some other people will.
You're saying we're the scapegoats for other cultures? Because if anything, I think everybody is taught not to like us while at the same time loving us.
Yeah. It's like, anything, we're the only ones that are held accountable for something that anybody with our skin color does. So, like Turkey Leg Hut, there were some shitty people that own Turkey Leg Hut, and now how difficult is it going to be for some people in Houston to get loans for businesses because of the way Houston Suge Knight was carrying on. So
the way one business, the effect that it's going to have on other black people.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, you have somebody who is bankrupted multiple businesses, including casinos, and now he's the president. So it's and I think out of all the black people in the world, that we black Americans, I don't know, we're the scapegoats for some reason. We're the reason that other black people that do wild stuff, no matter where they are, do wild stuff.
Oh. They're going to blame it on our influence?
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of that influence probably rubs off to just us being Americans too, because even before all this stuff, we didn't have the best reputation around the world. So just shooting all the time and all of the racial issues, maybe we should move to Canada.
Oh no. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's not a bad thing. Just because if you are living outside of this country, the way you're not getting the nuances. So the way it might look to you is completely different than what it actually is to live here.
Mm-hmm. Like when Nigerians come over to go to school, and these are the best and the brightest most of the time of the Nigerians. You're here for a reason, sir. So you shouldn't come over here bad mouthing us saying you have it really good over here. You should not be complaining. You should go back to my country and say, no, I don't want to go to your country. That's why I live here. That's why you're here. So don't come over here and tell us how to live our lives, because essentially you're a visitor. You don't know what it's been like for us the last 50 years growing up, for our ancestors the last almost 500 years. So yeah, just come over here and get your degree and do what you're going to do with it. We don't need your input to be counter to what we're trying to achieve.
It's so funny because I know we're going to talk about food next, but I just want to throw this in here. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he was explaining about, oh, Lord. I'm sorry. In Texas, they want everybody to know the Amber Alerts when somebody gets kidnapped. So Neil deGrasse Tyson was telling us what it actually means when people are so culturally different, not culturally, genetically different from one African country to another than we are from like someone from South America, from someone from Ireland. Because everything that exists on this planet, every different shade, every different the smartest people in Africa, the dumbest people, the tallest people, the shortest people, all of that exists in Africa. So as we left that place, all of these different genes went out into the world. So that's why one African kingdom or empire will be completely different from the next empire that's sitting right next to it.
And I'm listening, and I was going to try to respond to you, but Kaleo said something, and it's something I think about all the time.
What do you
Put
say?
it back up. Why are Nigerians drive RAV for us? Let me see. I always get de facto and de jure switched up. So, and I had this thing about Toyota. So de facto in Latin meaning in fact or in practice. So Toyota is the de facto vehicle for terrorism. Whenever you see the Taliban or any of these terrorist groups driving around, they're always in Toyotas. Whether it be a Tundra or a Land Cruiser, they have Tundras, well, probably not Tundras because they're older Toyotas, but with machine guns on the back.
I guess Toyota is just really going for the world. They must really be giving their product out to the world.
Some sturdy vehicles. I may have to get a Toyota next, because if it's good enough for the Taliban, and damn it, I know I can get around these Vegas streets in a Toyota. And we were just talking about that. Well, yeah, Black people, Black Americans are the Lexus of the world of Blacks. So how do we get on Toyotas?
Maybe we should go into food.
We should. Before Toyota sends a cease and desist. All right, so it's not that one, yeah. It is down here. So, y'all, right now we're going to talk about, Black food, and, well, let's just look at it, and then we'll come back and chat about it. Oh, yeah, we're going to get a hit for this one. So, have to mute that so we don't get our strike. But how can you say we don't have culture? Look at those big cartoon pieces of catfish, wings falling all into the salad. I hate TMZ.
Listen, that's That's a meal for some. That's a meal for some man that just came home from the steel mill.
They couldn't even close it.
They couldn't even close that plate.
And then we're gonna go into this one. While waiting to switch. I promise y'all I have not been Oh, it was switching. I was too fast.
Modern fried chicken exists because of the Atlantic slave trade, as when Scottish immigrants brought their Scottish fried chicken to America, it was very unseasoned and was actually considered peasant food for a long time. But when enslaved African-American cooks added their own seasoning to the batter and used their own preparation methods, it evolved into the highly seasoned and crispier American-style fried chicken. And since most enslaved people weren't allowed to raise expensive meats or eat at most restaurants, the black communities perfected the cheaper fried chicken recipes, which exploded in popularity after slavery was abolished. American fried chicken also influenced the Korean fried chicken, which is fried twice and tossed in sweeter sauces.
So there was another video we thought about showing, but it was kind of negative. It was showing how the stereotype of fried chicken started, and we want to be a little more upbeat today because we've been going through it for the past 3 weeks. So what are your thoughts on this food, best friend?
I mean, soul food is my favorite kind of food. I like everything, and I'm so glad we live in a country that sells everything. But yeah, it's my favorite kind of food.
So I can grab some catfish now. I'm actually, after seeing that video, I kind of want some catfish, but it's late, and I don't know. Jenny said that's a whole week's food for me.
Right. On Fridays I go over to the Catholic church, and we get our little catfish plates.
I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I let these stereotypes like affect me, because I don't eat fried chicken on a bone in public, and there's only random white people, not random, selected white people that will eat fried chicken in front of, and everybody likes fried chicken. So why am I like this?
Everybody likes fried chicken.
And it's probably because of those stereotypes that they associated with it, just like watermelon. Because black people were making so much money selling watermelons because it was one of the only things that our ancestors could do. And then once the wealth or we're not struggling vibes start to show up, that's when it became a problem. And they associated with being lazy and all this kind of stuff.
Wait, you talking about fried chicken?
Watermelon and fried chicken. So,
well, I know exactly. Like when we could farm, chickens were the only animals enslaved people were allowed to actually keep, and that was if they decided you could keep it. So yes, we perfected like chicken, barbecue chicken, fried chicken, baked chicken, broiled chicken, grilled chicken, roasted chicken. We can chicken some chicken. But here's the one thing that doesn't make sense to me: the watermelon stereotype.
Well, that was the whole thing, because it was a cash crop. So
yes, but Michi, really think about it when you go to family reunions and stuff. And we have a watermelon farm, my family in Alabama. More white people and Hispanic people eat watermelon in this country than black people. My daughter made a joke talking about, black people don't eat fresh fruit. I never forgot she said that.
And that's just it. I should be ashamed of myself for letting these stereotypes that were created by people who would hate me anyway. Why do I care what they think?
Yeah. I mean, chicken, no, but I'm still not eating watermelon like in mixed company.
Well, I'm still not eating chicken in public, but it saddens me that I think this way.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll eat some and we'll see. Let me see. Gigi says, now personally, thank you for being fried chicken. I love it. Remember the clip I showed you when that lady was trying to give South Korea credit for basically creating the best fried chicken in the world?
Yeah.
And Alton Brown let
her know, baby.
Like Alton Brown sounded like a black Alton Brown, like his name does.
Alton Brown said Yeah, that black GIs or Black American GIs went over to Korea during the Korean War and basically gave y'all the recipe for fried chicken. Oh, but that Korean fried chicken is good though.
I'm not gonna say what you said about it.
We're at in Alabama asking for a friend.
So they're gonna steal your watermelon the way they steal Chappie's dad's leeks.
Oh, where is that? I'm gonna have to get. It's my father's father's side of the family, so I'm gonna have to come back with you on that. But it's not far from Mobile. Let me see. Oh, and the thing about the chicken, like during segregation, chicken was real popular because if you were traveling and you might not be able to stop somewhere and get something to eat because if they didn't have any colored restaurants or whatnot, or if the white restaurants wouldn't serve you, like you can always take chicken. You could always take like an apple or some kind of fruit that's not very perishable. Trust me, the reason why I know all of these things too is because my father and my father's brothers would tell me these stories when they would travel to Alabama and Florida to visit family when they were children. Because I know me and my our generation, me and my cousins, our generation, we were like, here they go again with the segregation stories. Talking about y'all don't know how well you have it. You want to stop at McDonald's. We had to have fried chicken. Fried chicken and an apple.
On a 30-hour drive because our cars don't go that fast.
Right. All right. But I love talking about the food. Maybe we should get into hair.
Well, WSC podcast said Grandpastor Glenn. Yeah, whites only pies wouldn't have been a thing if everyone would have had their chicken.
Gentry Roto-Rooter at the front door.
All right, so there's Uwe. So she ain't got nothing to do, so she must be at work.
Hey, Uwe.
Let me see. So we're going into hair. And you're probably going to say something about the question I asked you today, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
All right. I mean, you can, because it was a legitimate question. Oh, yeah, I got to mute that too. So I remember at GRU, you got your, you were the first graduate and you got your degree in finger wave management.
In finger wave management. Yep.
Which era do you think finger wave showed up in?
The late 20s, early 30s.
Oh, yeah, like Betty Boop.
Yeah.
So why do we still have them today?
Because, I mean, all of these hairstyles, I think the most magnificent thing about Black people's hair is that we could do so many things with our hair. I mean, it's just like you can curl it, you can straighten it, you can put it in braids. And because because our hair is so thick and it absorbs so many of the oils, we don't have to wash it as frequently. So you can keep a hairstyle for like a week, 2 weeks. We can afro it out. Like, it's just magnificent hair.
Maybe
we complain about it all the time, but still, it's magnificent hair.
Maybe we should get Kaleo to get some Bantu braids since he has his puff. We should take up a collection for that. And there was one other one, and I am like, man, evolution, blah, 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 blah. We're doing it live. Gentry, where'd the other black thing go?
Uh-oh.
Well, they're all black things, but I'm talking about you know what? I forgot. I have to scroll sometimes when we have so many things up here.
Oh, okay.
You know, we see a lot of people going to get Brazilian hair, Indian hair, you know, the wigs and the extensions they put on. Yeah. And it's all to make their hair look almost like, you know, the Kardashians or, Middle Eastern. Yeah. They're really trying to go for the Middle Eastern look. And this is, of course, in Black women ourselves, to where most Black women do not wear their natural hair.
So most Black women couldn't wear their natural hair. In America, it was against the law to wear your natural hair. most women had to wear the I Ain't Your Mama rag around their head. Most women could not be seen in front of massa with your hair exposed. So most Black women cannot be equated or there's no comparison there. Most Black women are the original women. They are the mothers of humanity. So most Black women are the ones that have the story. They have the story to tell. We shouldn't feel bad because you don't like to wear.
So, Gentry, before you go, I have a question.
Where am I going?
Not go, but before you.
Oh, okay. Start talking.
Yeah. Is she old or young?
She's an older woman.
Mm.
I know. She's beautiful, right?
I'm going to have to fight Kaleo for her. Send her a fruit basket.
Okay, so I think I really did not agree with what the person was saying, that question he was trying to pose to her. And I think he was trying to say, since she's very like Afrocentric, like a Nubian queen, that she was going to be with him on wearing other people's hair. But the truth is, the reason why we wear other people's hair is because we can. Like our hair texture will actually hold somebody else's hair. It's almost like we do it because we can, not because we're trying to be Eurocentric. And maybe some people do it for that. Maybe I'm being naive about that. But sometimes when I just don't want to have to comb my hair, or I'm trying to give my hair like a period of rest without putting like too much heat in it, I'll put in a sew-in. Or, if I go on vacation, that way I don't have to actually do my own hair.
Yeah, braids.
Yeah. And talking about like when I was on the WRSC podcast Thursday nights on YouTube, we were talking about putting a female on the $1 bill. And the reason why I was saying that Sojourner Truth or Harriet Tubman would get a makeover is because they weren't wearing those like little rags or I guess they really were rags, bandanas on their heads just because they wanted to. They had to. So all Black women during slavery, I think this was during the early 18th century, all Black women during slavery had to cover their heads because as so many, how do you say this? As slave owners were creating new slaves and they were very light-skinned slaves, there had to be a way to differentiate Black people from the white people, or the Black slave females from the white females. And they would do that by all the Black women had to cover their hair.
When we talked about that a little while ago, it didn't hit me the way it just hit me right now. So
how's it hitting right now?
I don't know, just the entire thing of our ancestors were property. But yet you're doing all this stuff with your property. And yeah, it's just, I don't want to talk about it. It's enough of that stuff going on right now.
Ubi's making a very good point. She was saying people have been wearing other people's hair forever, though. Did the Egyptians not wear wigs? Yes. Didn't the founding fathers? Who's wearing tape ends? Please. Exactly. And I was looking at, because I look at a lot of history videos about the 1600s or like Victorian England. And yeah, a lot of those wigs that they had, because they were trying to keep away lice. And our hair is very lice resistant. Trying to keep away lice. They would wear these wigs, and the wigs were actually pretty like textured.
Well, the other thing you're bringing up, the founding fathers, not only hair. Did you know that George Washington had Black people's teeth in his mouth?
I mean, if I was a rich white man back then, I would go get teeth from wherever. I was like, go get that slave person from such and such plantation, and let me see if I can get his teeth.
Can you imagine though? I mean, they said he tried all kind of stuff like ivory and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he went and got Tobias's teeth and just put them in his mouth. I mean, who does?
Yeah, made dentures out of teeth.
And again, it goes back to that fake history that we were brought up with, he cut down a cherry tree, could never tell a lie, and he had wooden teeth. He didn't have wooden teeth. He had DeMarcus's Woods teeth.
DeMarcus from the Wood Plantation. He had their teeth.
He called over there. Hey, William. Did George Washington probably have a British accent?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was probably some kind of mixture because I'm sure it was changing because he was born in the United States, I believe.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Think about it, the 1600s. He was president after 1776, so yeah,
I should have researched. I didn't think I'd be talking about him stealing black people's teeth, but yeah, WAC podcast. He had a grill, just snatching black people's teeth out their heads. I can't imagine. Not even the evilness. What kind of person are you on the inside that you do this stuff? It's not enough that you've stripped these people from their land. You have them working for free. You're beating them. You're killing them. And the cherry on the sundae is you're taking their teeth. And you know he didn't do it. He sent some old punk ass whoever to, hey, go get Leroy's teeth and bring them to me.
Yeah.
Well, boss, you want to see if they fit? No, that's all right. If they don't fit, we'll just throw them in the trash.
right. I need them fresh too. So
they better be
take the
bleeding when you
pliers.
bring them back.
Yeah, take the pliers.
If I don't hear no screaming, you're gonna die when you get back here. Oh, Lord, boss.
Oh my God, it's already 8:47. Okay, let's go into entertainment.
Well, yeah, we'll do all the ads at the end. Bitch ass George Washington taking black people's teeth. Or black women wigs, nah. Entertainment should be easy because it's 1, 2, old people, young people. All right, here we go. Bitch ass George Washington.
She walked so Halle Berry could run. Dorothy Dandridge was the first black woman nominated for Best Actress. Her role in Carmen Jones' 1954 made history in segregated Hollywood. She faced racism but paved the way for future black actresses, a Hollywood trailblazer whose legacy still shines. Before Denzel and Viola, there was Sidney Poitier. In 1964, he became the first black man to win an Oscar for Lilies of the Field. He broke barriers in Hollywood, starring in films that tackle race and justice. Denzel Washington once said, "I'll always be chasing Sid," a true pioneer who changed the game forever. Dignity, grace, and power. Cicely Tyson refused to play stereotypical roles and changed black Hollywood forever. Her 1972 film Sounder made her the first black woman nominated for an Oscar in 20 years. She won Emmys, a Tony, and an honorary Oscar for her impact. A queen whose legacy lives on. She tells our stories like nobody's business. Ava DuVernay was the first black woman to direct a film nominated for Best Picture, Selma. Her series, When They See Us, shed light on racial injustice. She's breaking barriers so more black voices are heard in Hollywood. A storyteller we need, a storyteller we deserve. From YouTube to Hollywood, Issa Rae started with the web series Awkward Black Girl and turned it into an HBO hit, Insecure. She's creating opportunities for black creatives and producing hit movies. From web star to Hollywood boss, she's changing the game. Drop a star if you love amazing black creators. From homeless to billionaire filmmaker, Tyler Perry started writing plays and built a billion-dollar film empire. He created Medea, opened the largest black-owned film studio, and employs hundreds of black actors. Hollywood didn't open doors, so he built his own, a self-made legend in film.
Sorry if y'all heard a little background noise. There was another tab playing and I didn't see it. I couldn't find it. And let's go back up here really quick because there was a bunch of stuff about the teeth. Kendall said, "Give me Billy Ray's teeth." I was going to go back to what Ubi said, that they did sound British. But first, the other thing about the teeth. And Kaleo, George, why do these teeth taste like coochie?
That would have to be Kaleo.
It has to be. What did Michelle say? We have to look into the difference between covered hair and non-covered hair back then. that really struck me. Struck me too. A lot of this stuff strikes me because you think you know stuff, but then when you start researching for stuff like this, so you don't sound totally like you don't know what you're talking about, it hurts a little bit. So
Oh yeah, because lice and fleas were a real thing back then, like that people just dealt with, even if you were wealthy. And so here's the thing about um people of like African origin, like because our hair is so thick and textured and because they had to keep it covered and we would put our hair in like braids, like we didn't have as much of the influence with the lice and the fleas in our hair. George Washington had the meanest pressing curl.
he had that Lord Farquhar. What do you call it? Not a bop.
A bob?
It's not a bob. I don't want to go down that path.
Yeah, it looked like a pressing curl. It had that look all those curls everywhere.
Remember that lady that said her grandmother did something to her hair and she went to church and it fell down and that's funny. We'll do it next week. Oh, and this is the one I'm looking for. Kind sir, can I get little Maine's teeth? Can you imagine George Washington walking around some black baby teeth?
Yeah.
He probably had different grills for like different occasions.
Yeah.
Hey, George Washington. What are we talking about? Oh, entertainment.
Yeah. We're done with entertainment though.
Are we?
Unless you wanted to say something else about it.
Well, I saw Sidney Poitier pop up again. And I know I've told the story before, but I didn't know his name was Sidney Poitier until I was like probably 13 years old because my dad always called him Mr. Tibbs. And I always wondered why, but as I got older, it made sense to me because when he slapped that white man in that greenhouse, that had to be so liberating for older black people back then.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Especially Southern black people. All right, let's do an ad. All right. Catch the WRSC podcast on Thursdays, 9:30 Eastern on YouTube. Join us as we listen to our friends talk about current events and their love of sneakers. And speaking of the WRSC podcast, I was on there last Thursday. And when I tell you, I went and rewatched the show and I was laughing. Like I had such a great time. Y'all should catch that show if you haven't already.
You really should. And go to the website, WRSCpodcast.com.
Oh, yeah.
And
get
that's
some merch.
That's the hub. So get merch. You can access the live stream from there or the podcast. A live stream as we do it. What else is on there? Everything is on there. Anything,
I think the music is on there too. You can also buy music.
Yeah, so anything WRSC related, you can find there. And I'm going to update these slides too, because I need to get all of our friends and co-creators up here. But since we were talking about it, let's do this real quick. I found the shortest one I could get.
Colbert might reasonably regard you as the person least likely to mourn his passing. We were just trying to clarify some of the evidence. Was Mr. Colbert ever in this greenhouse, say last night about midnight?
Didn't even think about it.
Gillespie? Yeah. You saw it. I saw it. Well, what are you going to do about it? I don't know.
Midnight.
That's what you get. Now I understand why my dad never called him Sidney Poitier, because he is Mr. Tibbs after doing that.
Yeah, Mr. Tibbs.
Back to our screen. We have 5 minutes. And
I know. Should we just maybe we should skip light skin news?
Are we going to do 7? Or are we going to give ourselves a 10-minute buffer?
Well, let's just go into Blacks in the diaspora, and then if we have more time, we'll take more time.
All right. Hopefully I didn't close out all this stuff. Here's In the Heat of the Night again. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
I think I closed out some of our tabs.
When you say close out, like they go away?
Yeah, because you remember I had them all up here?
Yeah, we in order. Yeah.
It's okay, because I know where they are, because my lovely best friend, Jen Glenn, y'all know what she did today? She made us a separate hidden account. So that way we can track the videos that we use more easily. And yeah, there's that Jamaican lady. We didn't do any of our... Okay, we'll close the show with those.
We didn't do what?
We have a new sponsor, remember?
Oh, yeah. No, we'll just...
Okay, this is the one that we really didn't like.
African American.
This raggedy MF. If I could get my hands on, I might not fight him though. But
Americans in this country are the only groups. They have no culture. It depends on who you meet, where you meet them.
But currently there's not an African American culture?
No, you have no culture. Nancy, you've been here, born here. Why would you be surprised if I say African Americans don't have a culture? What, twerking?
Keep your mouth shut about things that have nothing to do with you that you are benefiting from because of my blood. So stop downplaying us like you don't want to be us. Because to quote the late great Paul Mooney, everybody want to be but don't nobody want to be You having tether babble with a Haitian that don't know a damn thing about Black Americans is not only disingenuous, it's disrespectful. He can't tell you a damn thing about Haiti other than the fact that it's beautiful and Bill Clinton robbed y'all blind in 1804, but I ain't speaking on Haiti because that's not my house. This here is my house, and as long as you're a guest in my house, you will act accordingly or I'll force you to.
African Americans in this country.
So there's one thing I do disagree with him on. You're not going to force no Haitian to do something. So you just have to ignore it. So, you know
I'm
how
just saying,
quick
yeah.
you get stabbed.
They ain't spent all these decades eating McDonald's either.
You fight no Haitian because they don't want to be Black or they talk bad about us. I mean, you're from Haiti. All right. Talk bad about me. Let me stop. We shouldn't be having this Black on Black stuff during the last show of Black History Month.
Wait, can you find the other videos? Because I want to give people some more texture as to what we're talking about when we talk about Black people in the diaspora.
Yep.
What makes culture? What does that mean to you?
Fried chicken.
The stereotype about Black people loving fried.
She walks, so she tells our
African American.
What makes London London?
What makes it different from the US? Yeah, like we kind of like claim our roots a lot more. I feel like we are more kind of like culturally diverse.
Is it weird when African Americans don't know where they're from?
Yeah, strange.
It's not really our fault though.
I feel like people of ethnic race in the UK, like we tend to bond more with other people.
So you're British Africans here get mad at me when I say I'm American. I am African American, but my granddad's been in America, so technically America's all I know.
You're an American citizen. Do you know what you are ethnically?
I don't know.
I would find that strange. I feel like I wouldn't really have a personality.
What? No, that's a hot take. You wouldn't have a personality because you don't know where you're from.
Like, I take pride in where I'm from. If we just didn't know where we're from and was just walking around saying we're British, like we don't feel like we have a culture. I tend to bond more over food as well. Just call yourself American, mac and cheese and greens. That's just so like.
Soul food is part of Black American culture because it stems back from the slavery days. What makes London London?
What makes it different from the US? Yeah, like we kind of like claim our roots a lot more. I feel like we are more kind of like culturally.
Off camera, we're talking about the divide between African Americans and African British. What is your stance on that?
When an African American tells them that they're just from America, they get angry or they get frustrated or they just don't understand that their answer is purely, I'm American. I am Nigerian, but I'm also British. I was born in the UK, I was raised in the UK. I can't deny the fact that I've been absorbing this environment my whole life. I can't speak for African Americans, but you have your own culture, you have your own background, you have your own environment that you've been raised in, and that is as authentic of an identity as any other identity. If your grandparents are born in this country, your great-grandparents is the question. You're trying to erase who they've known themselves to be. And if someone is telling you their own experience, to correct them is very audacious. Yeah, you're American?
She hit the nail on the head. Off camera.
That's like the best explanation I've seen on YouTube.
Yeah. It's okay, so here's the problem. And you have a lot of African Americans and Americans from other parts of the United States, especially black British people.
Mm-hmm.
Especially black British people, like getting into it because and I know sometimes people will come over here from different countries in Africa or black British people, and they'll ask an African American, like, where are you from? Because I remember this happened to me in California, and I'm like, Texas. And then they were like, no, where are your ancestors from? And I'm like, Alabama. And so they and I was like, oh, when I figured out what he was talking about, I was like, no, that's not how it works. Like, that's not how African Americans work. Like, one, we had slavery, and two, we've been in this country since the 1600s. Like, this is our country. So I think that's why we started saying foundational Black Americans, because it's almost like they're trying to scratch some wound that African Americans don't have. You might know that your ancestors are from Ghana, from Kenya, from Nigeria. I don't, that is not really a thing for African Americans, because since we've been here since the 1700s, these countries that y'all are from, that you're from, didn't even exist when our ancestors left the continent of Africa. Like, they didn't exist. So how am I going to point to you to tell you where I'm from when where you're from wasn't even named that when we left that continent? So our culture is American culture. We're African Americans inside of American culture. And I think that they think because, especially Black Brits, like, we're Black minorities in a majority white country. But like, African Americans helped actually found this country. Like, we helped to build this country. That is not their story. So you can still have, like, you immigrated there, so you can still have something like another place to pull from. We don't have a other place to pull from because this is a place that we helped to build. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And it's like that guy said before, keep your mouth shut when you come over here, because you grew up totally different, and it's not the same. It's nuanced here.
Right.
So
you're speaking on things that you don't know enough about. So, and also, and Michi, you know this to be true. Other, like, Black people throughout the diaspora, they know us. We don't know them. Like, we gave the world rap music just for British people to, like, you doing your best. Black Brits doing rap, y'all doing your best. So it was, we gave all these things to the world, and they know us because they've been so influenced by our media. But we don't know everybody else like that because we're Americans, because most Americans don't know other people like that.
Yeah. We have other stuff to worry about.
Right. So if you've been fed, if African American culture, if all you decide to look at is twerking and I don't know, like, name some movie that you would think is stereotypical, like Boys in the Hood. If that's all you choose to look at, then it's like, okay, come on.
But
you don't know.
Stop looking at us for a second. There's stuff going on in Africa that's way worse than Boys in the Hood. If it was Boys in the Hood, real life, unedited, unrated, whatever, some of the stuff going on in countries in Africa makes that look like a little slap boxing fight. And then if you want to talk about twerking, look at those historical African videos of women dancing. That's all they're doing. It's twerking, and they have their titties out, which I'm not complaining about. Oh, that's what we were supposed to talk about too if we had time. About the BAFTA. We could sneak BAFTA in.
Yeah, well, that's where we got it from. I think we have 2 more videos, if you could find them on this topic, to kind of like round it off, and then.
Yep. Yeah, y'all, for the end of Black History Month, we will be going a little bit over, and you get to look at our hidden stuff. Here's this. Oh, we had. I'm gonna get this JetBlue thing too.
I disagree with this idea.
You know,
She's always start from
What
I'm not.
I think
I'm not gonna speak for my whole country. Love Jamaica, but I think quite a few Jamaicans think that you guys play the victim a lot. Like outsider looking in, it's like, gosh, them complain about everything. Look how much opportunity them have. Look how them can work. Look how them can buy $1 burger. And them over there complain. And that is how I was preconditioned, if I'm being totally honest. They're like, Shante, don't go over there and waste the opportunity. Don't go over there and start complaining. Work for your own focus. And that's always been my mindset. We're so focused on just making it. I really want to emphasize that. But sometimes when you just are focused on, oh, you're going to eat, you know, things say somebody I touch you. You know, things say, you know, oh, I'm going to have the right temperature. I'm hungry. What y'all gonna do?
It is our job, or it's everybody's job, to be able to grow up and be able to see through other lenses and other perspectives without having to live that experience.
I know, get it. I'm not gonna.
I think it's just a little weird. It's like African Americans go through hell, but everybody copies African Americans. Right. Everybody does. It's all black shit everywhere. African American. I think the African American culture is the strongest culture on the planet. Right. You know, a lot of them are taking it. Some people may not agree, but it's facts. And it's like, why are you shitting on African? And every African is not shitting on African Americans. That's bullshit. Right. But it's like, it doesn't make sense. Right. Because African Americans are, I mean, Africans are creative too, of course. Right. But African American, that culture is the coolest shit on the planet. Keep it 100. Hip hop, you know, just everything. Just damn, jazz, blues, everything you create. African Americans created all of American music. It's all black. Like, even country music, even though they complaining, I think it's.
But going back to, I've heard a lot of people from different countries say that, like black people, they'll talk. Okay, so other black people from different places will say things to other black people or African Americans that white people won't even say, or the most racist white person would probably say. Because I'm like, the reason why we can complain about things in this country is because we're not immigrants to this country. That would be disrespectful for us to come over here to try to build a better life for ourselves as immigrants and then complain about how it is. You can complain about what's happening in your own house.
Like I see those Indian street food videos. I'm not moving to India because I know I'm going to complain as soon as I get off the plane. So I'm just going to stay here.
Right.
And then that Jamaican lady made me mad because this segment has been brought to you by JetBlue Airlines. JetBlue, we know you don't give a shit about customer service because all your customer service employees are Jamaican. That was the worst experience of my life dealing with JetBlue. And everybody I spoke to when we were in New York, they were Jamaican. How are you going to say that your parents are saying, don't go over there complaining because blah, 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 blah. Oh, so you get over here and you get a job and then you decide not to work. Just like the Jamaican restaurant that I went to. I walked in, it took me an hour to get my food. So the next time I gave him another chance. I wanted to support him. I gave him another chance, called him an hour ahead of time, got there, it still took an hour. I'm like, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. How are you out of beef patties? And why does it take you an hour to?
Okay, now listen, because I don't want to do Jamaican hate.
I don't hate Jamaicans. I love Jamaicans. The ones that are my friends, but I'm generalizing because they generalize us.
No. This is what I'm talking about. I think that American customer service is such a specific and great thing. Like when you go to other countries, their customer service is like, okay, when I get to you. That is not how it works here in the United States.
It is if you're Jamaican. That's what you want.
But I'm telling you, I don't care what other country you're from. They have a lax appreciation for customer service.
And again, like you said, I don't want to beat up on Jamaicans, but when they lost our luggage, and I was like, could you just please check? Because these people came on after us and they have their luggage. So how could ours not be there? He said it's back on, were we in Denver then? No, we were here. It's back in Las Vegas. It'll be here tomorrow. So then they called me at 8 o'clock in the morning. The flight from Vegas to New York, it leaves at 4 p.m. and gets in at like 7 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, how do you have the luggage now at 8 o'clock in the morning if the flight hasn't landed yet? If you have it now, you had it when I asked you to look for it. You want your luggage or not? No, we're not taking an Uber to pick up some damn luggage that I asked you to look for 6 hours ago. Find your delivery to you. Let me stop. Because I don't
Did you have
want to
spit in your luggage?
Fighting, huh?
I said, did you have spit in your luggage?
They probably pissed in it. And I've never had a good experience at a restaurant, anything where I was a customer, except for Earl's on Crenshaw, because his mom is like straight Jamaican and she was the nicest, meanest lady ever. So she's actually the reason Doreen is the honorary queen of Crenshaw.
Okay.
So out of 50 years and countless attempts of being a customer of Jamaicans, I've only had one good experience. And then they want to talk shit about us complaining.
I remember I told you that time. I went to the Jamaican restaurant and the lady looking at me, I'm next in line, right? The lady looking at me, I'm looking at her, but she gonna finish her phone call. I'm like, well, okay, I'll just stand here.
Jenny said a Jamaican brought us hip hop. Where was that Jamaican residing? In the US of A. America first. I'm not gonna get wound up. I'm okay now.
All right. Well, we got to get ready to get out of here.
We do. We'll talk about that other stuff next week.
Okay.
And it'll be more fun because we can
I know, man, for some cocoa bread and bean patties, I'll wait. If that was a McDonald's, I would have walked out of there and went to the other McDonald's on the other side of the freeway. But that Jamaican food, I was like, I'll wait. I'll wait for those oxtails.
Not me anymore. So at least with that restaurant, no. But thank you guys. I know we're at 2 minutes to our unofficial buffer, and we have to get out of here and go support Roland. And I also have white people in the other room that we need to have dinner because they're leaving soon. So
yeah. Hey Amanda, hey Edmund. All right. Yeah, love you guys with 2 big hearts.
Yeah, and the ads will be ready to go next week. I'm going to have new ones when we're back on our regularly scheduled programming. We love you guys. We thank you for your support. And I even had this for white passing. Maybe we'll do white passing next week too.
Okay.
So again, love you guys. Thank you guys. And we will see you tomorrow in Kindles and in a few minutes in Roland's. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Tuesday night, time to and the time is right. Time to get, got no time to play. Leave the home.